Hi dear Capricorn, it's Greg here to do your astrology forecast for May 2015. Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you. And there's a few things happening in May that I want to talk to you about. The first of which is that Mercury goes into Gemini in your 6th house on the 1st of May. So you'll feel this straight away going into this month. And it means that your life, your practical day-to-day routine gets really busy. You're going to walk into this month and things are going to need doing, forms are going to need signing, people will need interviewing, speaking to, stamps, lots of official things are going to be needed to take care of, if I said that correctly. And you're going to be really occupied by the practical considerations of life. Your work, the daycare, the car, all of that stuff will be really a big theme in your life at the beginning of the month, and you have the capacity to deal with that. And I think part of that is May is traditionally the month of the bull, of Taurus. And Taurus is an earth sign. You as an earth sign, Capricorn, really feel a sense of kinship with that. And the month of May is a good month for you. It's a month where you feel like you can get things done because things are stable and things are nice. So you apply your Capricorn energy to that and you galvanize your forces and you put your strength together to get all of those things done that you maybe haven't been able to do, you know, in one of the previous months, like Aries, for instance, which is much too chaotic for you. So, on the 4th of the month, the full moon occurs, and that occurs in your 11th house of friendships, hopes and dreams, and it occurs in Scorpio. And I really think that the full moon is a very positive time for you where you get some good news from one of your friends. Either support or a nice message or someone gets in touch with you after a while, but it really helps you feel in control of your emotion. It kind of gives you that extra sense of emotional support. So listen out for people contacting you around the 4th. Some good news will be on its way. Venus goes into Cancer on the 3rd, and that sits right on top of your descendant. So you will be absolutely in love with something or someone in your life around the 8th. Excuse me. The descendant is what you're looking for. If you think about the chart, Capricorn is what you are, and what's opposite you is Cancer, okay? And it's what's outside of myself, and it's really sometimes seen as that part of myself that's almost missing because it's so other to myself. The goddess of love sits on that sector, and it indicates to me that something that's very foreign to you is going to really fascinate you and capture you. And it could be that it's a passing flirtation, that you absolutely fall in love with a concept or a painting or a song on this day, or that it's something much more profound and that you rediscover the love you have for a family member, or that you meet the love of your life. But whatever guise it comes in, that initial intense feeling of I love you, I love this, I respond to this so much, I'm invigorated by it, I'm fascinated by it, you'll experience that on the 8th. So have a look at what kind of shape and form that comes in. Life continues to be really busy. Mars goes into Gemini in your 6th house on the 12th. You will start to take control and take charge of all the busyness, and you will start to kind of try and get things under control. So the 12th onwards, I see you making even more practical progress because now you're in charge and you've understood all of the things that are going on around you, and you're saying, this is how we can make it better, this is what I'm going to do, da-da-da-da-da. So it's a powerful month for you, Capricorn. You're really going to get a lot done. There's a new moon occurring on the 18th, and this is a period of focus and setting new intentions. And for you this month, it's on the cusp between your 5th and your 6th house. And it means that it's about how do I keep my life the way it is and busy and engaging the way it is, but how do I also find consistent practical love in my life, and how do I maintain romance in my life, and how can I, rather than be here and there all the time, how can I have something concrete and consistent? And I think that's the intention that you think about around the period of the new moon, and that's the question you ask yourself. Now, if you've been in a relationship, how do I make this relationship more consistent so that I have my needs met? If you're single, what am I looking for in a partner that is exciting, that is consistent, that is helpful to me, who I can be helpful to as well, and how can I make that a reality? Although what I would say is that new loves in this part of the year for Capricorns are going to be the energy of opposites attract. There's going to be relationships that on the surface seem to be between two very different people. So if that's something you're looking for, that is a real possibility with Venus sitting on that descendant in May. Mercury goes into retrograde on the 20th, and things start to slow down a little bit. And I don't think so much that this Mercury retrograde, which can often be seen as problematic, can be seen as communication being more difficult. I really see for you, Capricorn, this is going to be a very gentle Mercury retrograde, because things have been so hectic. You now have a break and you can just, you know, unwind and decompress a little bit. So I think that's very welcome for you. The month finishes really with renewed energy in terms of your work, looking at your daily routine and how that works best for you. The organization that you've got into it before the 20th has really put you into a position of power where you can now say, okay, I've got this under control, where would I like it to go in future? And I think you feel very at ease with talking to your superiors or your employees about where you see yourself going in future and really hashing out the road ahead. So it's very much about taking stock this month for you, Capricorn, and about planning for the future and seeing where you would like to be, which comes about because of your success in taking control and taking charge and managing very well. The card that I've got here is the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups means that sometimes even things that are good and useful have to be left behind for something better. And I think you're on the cusp of that. You're really in a very good place in your life, very powerful, very active, but you can really get to the next level and you have to decide what you want to leave behind and what you want to improve. And these are the kind of questions and choices that people who are highly successful have to make. You know, if you're unemployed and have no job, you don't have to decide between one good thing and another. Someone who's already highly functioning has to make that decision, and that's what this tells me, that you're a highly functioning person in May and that things work out really well for you. So if your experience is that yes, you are busy but you're not getting control of this, or you do have control of your life but you don't know where to go in future and you feel like you do need some more guidance and you could use a helping hand, then please get in touch with me for a private reading where we can look at your chart in particular. You can do that by going to my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Just click on the readings tab and you'll see the different types of readings that I offer. Obviously, astrology is best for those kind of questions. And please remember to subscribe to the channel. It helps you actually be notified of these new videos, and it helps the videos in general be found. Have a wonderful May, and I'll speak to you soon.